Feels like I'm not live. We'll come back and see. I'm gonna get a drink. I'm grabbing a drink. I'll be right back. All right, cool. Looks like I'm actually live. All right. I had to check because it was acting weird. Good morning, vodka. I actually feel kind of well rested despite the late night. Good morning, Justin. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good luck, Justin. Yeah, I'm actually looking pretty decent for that soul on the main account of all things. What am I doing on the main account? Yeah, main account's running Fire Knight right now. Cora, whatever you're doing, stop banging. Sorry, I was responding to a comment that I felt really needed to be responded to. I'm getting him on my fresh account, hopefully. Would you just go Brimstone if you don't have a soul or any legendaries yet? Brimstone's probably safe with Ninja. Um, Especially for early game. Because you're going to get that big boost of damage on bosses and clan boss. And Ninja's going to have accuracy built into him. Like, you're going to want to build him with accuracy is what I mean to say. Nature's Wrath. Give me a minute after this one, I'll refresh my memory. Is that the one that goes through Poison Cloud? For an early account, that's extremely niche. Yeah. If that is the one that goes through Poison Cloud, like I think it is, that's extremely niche for a new account. You wouldn't want that, right? Because you're going to be... Like, my ninja on this account right now, I'm using him everywhere, right? Increases the damage inflicted by this champion by 2% for every debuff they successfully place up to 8%. I don't think an 8% damage gain would necessarily be greater than the damage you get from Smite. I'm going to be honest and say I don't know, but it doesn't feel like it to me. Or sorry, it's up to 15% at a 5-star. Yeah, so if the gear is there. Okay. This is such a sick skin. I mean, can they fix the face, though? Like, I feel like they put all this effort and work into, like, the armor and the bow and the flaming arm, the wing. Although the wing is completely, like, immobile compared to other wings in the game. But that face, dude. Like, there's more detail in this face than this one. I get that they, like, scanned the face and put it on there, but they could have, like, touched it up, right? I mean... It always, like, everything here looks great, and then you just have this just flat face. Like, look at the definition in Kale's face. The shadows and everything. I think that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's what makes it look a little different. This is just all one color. No, anyways. I was thinking to try to progress in Fire Knight to get regen gear for Ninja so he can solo Dragon, and maybe I can make food while doing Dragon then. No, he looks like, yeah, no, they did a great job. He looks like Ninja. I just want them to, like, put some shadows and shading in the face, you know? What's up, Cookie? what's up, Mikolash? Oh. I'm genuinely curious what's better healing for Ninja, regen or lifesteal. What's up, Nick? There's probably a drop-off. If I had to get, because I know, like, okay, why regen for, like, Ultimate Death Knight and Artak, I wonder if there's a drop-off at some point where the defense becomes so high that you're not able to heal up enough off the damage you're doing. So regen's probably the better choice, but I don't know. If you're going for a solo build, you're wasting either way. I'm not the most efficient person, but I also kind of feel I don't like doing a lot of solo builds. I know it's more efficient and it's what I should do, but I don't like doing it. And I think it's related to the comment that I was just having. Remember, I took a pause to write a comment to somebody, or respond to a comment, rather. And it was this, they were basically saying, like, you know, the energy spend thing only works if you have time to spend your energy. And I was like, well, you could run it overnight with RSL Helper or multi-battles. And they were like, yeah, do you want a computer to play your game? And all good points, by the way, like, right? But I had this kind of a thought just now about why I don't like doing solo runs, and because it doesn't feel like, you know, it feels like cheesing. I understand it's efficient, and I recommend doing it, but for me personally, it just feels cheesy to take, like, an Artak and throw him into hard, I know I need to have crazy gear and everything to make it work, but it just feels, it cheapens it for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird that way. What's up, Freak? How you doing? It's going really well for me. We had a good stream last night.
Shoot him, Kevin!
Oh, Stuart Townley subscribed. Thank you. I'm not sure if you're watching or if you just subscribed through one of my videos, but thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I need more 2 stars right now because I don't have food for my 3 stars. No, nobody needs to feel guilty for missing a stream or nothing. I'm not about that. We out here back at it. That's right, Derek. Welcome back. I'm assuming you had fun last night. If you're coming back for more. I do want to experiment with that Georgia build. So right now, both my accounts. So this is main account. It looks jittery because I'm not actually clicking on it. And then This is the free to play. So they're running their Fire Knights right now. I will say it's 10. Do we want to do live arena today? I feel like... Ooh. Do I want to spend my energy there? That's tough. That's a tough call. I know the answer should be yes. Oh, speaking of, let's real quick do clan quests. Rank 3 or higher amulet. No. 5 epic or higher chest plate. Can't do it. Upgrade a rank 3 or higher artifact. Let's see if there's some higher stuff that we can do. I'm getting this week, right? I gotta think about this. A legendary champion from the Shadowkin faction, ninjas from Shadowkin, to rank 6. That is happening this week. I'm definitely getting that done in the next 4 days. That's a lot of clan gold. I don't want to miss out on that. Do you think we get 5 epics from 20 ancients? 34 ancients? On a 2x? Let me see if there are any better ones in here. 10 simultaneous debuffs. I don't have enough debuffs. Well, I'm also going to get... I can also do both. Not both, but BOWF, both. The epic, yeah. I'm gonna take it. Plays 50 increased defense buffs. No. Increase attack buffs. Nope, that's in tag team. Decrease defense buffs in classic arena. Yes. Alright. A little late picking those up, but that clan gold will be good. I don't know that I'm going to spend it this week. I need to figure out when I want to start going for these guys. I guess this is a good week to start going for them. But it also depends on our pulls. Because, like, Yakarl was an okay idea, but he ended up not really being it for the account. Granted, that account pulled crazy shards, so I gotta take everything with a grain of salt, right? Now, I can't do live arena yet. Yeah, 50. I do want to use that extra energy, though. Just be better next time. Exactly. How dare you have something more important than me? Do you know who I am? Do you know who my... Alright, I gotta tell a funny story. I'm gonna have to try to tell without using his name, but it's really, really hard. So, I had a friend, and we had this running joke within our friend group that my friend, we were brand new 20-somethings. I was 21 years old. And we had this running joke for many years that my friend's dad was a district attorney. So we went to a bar. We went to a sports bar, like a restaurant, and I got drunk. And we stumbled out of the bar, and there was a woman down at the end of like we walked out the door, and to our left, down like, you know, maybe 10 feet or so, was some woman. And I stumbled out, and I was like, I was drunk, and I said something drunk. And she was like, oh my God, how old are you? And I was drunk, so I got real angry real fast, and I like pulled my ID out, and I walked over, and I like was like shoving my ID in her face. And she got irate, which she should have, but I just remember she started going off, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Do you not know who his father is? District attorney, blah, blah, blah. And my friends were like, I didn't realize the danger because this woman was so mad. Like, she was prepared to swing at me. But I thought that was hilarious, and I just started laughing. Like, hysterically in this lady's face, and my friends were laughing, and she was not having it. The dude she was with was like, come on, let's just go inside. Like, this isn't worth it. It's just some kid. Like, let's go. And I was like, you clearly don't know who his father is. Yeah. That was a fun time. I was a terrible person when I was younger, just so you all know. Yeah, I should get 2 stars. These should level up pretty quickly. So when I was telling you to be like, do you know, like, yeah, how dare you? Do you know who my father is? I thought about that joke. Why does it take 3 hours to calculate who won Siege? Oh yeah, it's stupid. They're doing it by hand. I wonder. I'm trying to think of a legitimate reason why. So here's my thing. I have a question. I guess I can't show it. Our Dungeon Divers is currently showing that we're tied. Does it show everyone that you're tied? Is that like a default thing? Man. How many of you guys remember the free-to-play challenge account? Wait, did we so when I went to bed last night, we were down. We managed to come back and tie it up. Is that for real? Oh, Cookie. Cookie. I could kiss you right now, Cookie. So when I went to bed, they had 4 posts left. We had 8 posts left. And we were down. We would have been winning, but then they also took a tower. And so that put us down by too much. However, us taking a tower back would even that out a bit, I think. It's going to be really close. I took the team 1 and Cookie took team 2 of Magic Tower. Magic Towers are 275 points too, so that would be, I think that would be enough, depending on how much they gained while I was sleeping. So, I mean, only time will tell. But that's big, getting that tower. The only thing that would have guaranteed it is if we got the mana tower. But I think, like, strategically, the two of you could not have taken the mana tower. So taking that magic tower was the best we could hope for. So we won't know until a couple hours, but you did your best. Oh yeah, I see that now in Discord. Uh, at 4 a.m. Cookie, you're insane. Oh, fair point. Fair point. That was one of the lowest I've ever got since rebuilding Kale. We should take a break from running, though, and, like, level up our food and see where we're at, like, food-wise. Two, 4, 6, 6, 8, 10. I mean, do I have... I'm okay with brews. I'm alright with brews. Let's pull some mysteries. Oh, nope. Never mind. One, two, nope. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Three, 6, 9. I don't actually know how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I can do 6. Yeah, see, this is where I don't know that I can afford to do all the brews. But the reality is the brews are just going to sit here. So might as well try and get some extra. Because the stuff in the Dungeon Divers on the Ninja account is really good. this guy. I don't think I could do it for the 4 stars, but the stuff on the like if I could get 4,000 points. I don't think I can though. All that was 1,000 and I was grinding that all yesterday. So I don't think I'll be able to get 4,000 in the next day and a half. I could keep grinding, of course, but I don't think it's worth it, the gems for just an ancient shard, you know? If I had a way of knowing that those 400 gems would equal 7,500 points, I'd do it, but I don't have enough brews. So I think I just need to slow down, you know, not get ahead of myself. Oh, because I already upgraded them to 4 stars. Yeah. So... yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I am going to feed Jizzo. I saw the headline of a video from Ash about how Jizzo's actually decent, but I looked at his kit, and like a 4-turn, 1-turn provoke, I don't think so. Twist, I don't have the brews to put, I don't have the brews to put enough into those guys, into the 4 stars. So, I'm not going to chase after the tournament. Are you saying manually level them up beforehand? That's I don't think that's worth the energy. Why don't I level them all at once? What do you mean? Some of this is just habit, because I've been leveling this way for a very long time. He's a majority of where my information comes from. Okay, I'm going to use these chickens here. And... so we have... these 2 are left. I don't want to touch these guys for now. So I need 6 more 3 stars to get leveled up, and then I'm done. We can definitely pull some shards. Mysteries, that is. We should do that campaign boss. Mission while we can. This is the other reason I want my brews too, because I want to be able to do this. Yeah, I should have just enough. We're gonna do the next 3 on campaign boss. 3, 2. I kind of want to get the 3 stars done. I think Xena hits pretty hard, but I only have her on the main account, and I don't think she was better than anything I had at the main account. Oh man, I got lucky there. I really thought that was going to be a peril. I think I might manual this just to be safe. Oh, you got her on the 10x chance. Gotcha. Bro, I can't believe that I'm doing this. I'm not going to level it up, but, you know, free stats are free stats, right? If you don't have anything else to put there. For a chance at good speed gear? Is that why you're saying that, Vodka? Yeah. You're asking me to do an account takeover, Myth Chaser. It would have to be next week. So tonight I have an account takeover. Friday morning we're pulling shards. I don't know what I'm doing Friday night. But I'll only stream Friday night if we get a new membership, so I probably wouldn't be doing that. And then so I could do it Monday morning. I mean, so I don't agree with that. we'll talk. Sorry, there's a lot of questions in chat. Let me get caught up. So, Mindset asked, "What is the best new player code to progress as fast as possible?" Ninja Returns would be the answer. Um, an account takeover is where I log into the account of a player, and I look over their account and I give them my recommendations for where they could improve. It's a lot easier, more hands-on because I could be clicking around in their account. I can look at their gear, right? I can look at their progression, their dungeon teams, right? I can go to Dragon and be like, okay, you're farming stage 10. This is the team you're using. I would probably take this guy out of the team and maybe bring in Armiger. I wouldn't do that, by the way. I'm just, giving an example of what an account takeover is like. So I do those fairly often. In order to get an account takeover from me, the only thing that I ask is that you become a member of the YouTube channel prior to me doing the account takeover. I do account takeovers for free to members of my clan, which John Sisson here in chat is this guy, Myth Chaser. So But a membership, a lot of content creators, like I think it's like $100 for Hell Hades account takeover, which, I mean, you know, so a general one is $25. I think if you want, I thought there used to be a price to get him to do it on stream, but I think they took that down. And that's euros. So, but yeah, a lot of the other content creators charge a lot. I'm just trying to grow my channel. And so doing account takeovers is a good way to get people to sign up for memberships, in my opinion. Yeah, it's really handy to have some because the most common way for people to get help on their Raid Shadow Legends account is to like go to our Discord and share their rosters and then have us comment on it, right? But that can only go so far, right? Because if you were to comment and look at my roster, right, he'll say, "Oh yeah, build ninja or whatever," but not knowing that I'm still in 4-star gear or something like that. I did an account takeover. I mean, he's in chat right now. I'm not going to call him out by name, but I did an account takeover for somebody, and they never kept a piece of gear below 6 stars, and we couldn't put together a build on a champion because their gear was so limited. And now they've gone and started getting this 5-star gear and keeping it, and are now having way more fun. And but that's what I love about when I do account takeovers, and I change the mindset of a player. I absolutely love when they come back and they're like, "Dude, I'm so excited! I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Like this is so fun," you know. Does anybody have a link for the Raid Shadow Legends terms of service? I'd love to look through it. I think it's a very legal gray area too, because I'm looking at what I believe are the terms of service. But I don't know if these are explicitly for Raid Shadow Legends. These look like their Plarium terms of service for are set on how permitted to use our service, including accessing games developed, operated, and published by Plarium. Okay, so this would be it. Um, so it's a little contradictory, right? So I agree not to access another user's account without permission. So I have permission to access your account, right? However, sell, buy, trade, or exploit for any commercial purposes or attempt any of these actions, any part of the services, including but not limited to accounts, virtual currency, and virtual goods, other than in a manner stipulated in the games. That to me could possibly be, because I'm asking you to pay money to my YouTube channel in order for me to take it over, right? Same for the content creators that charge, hundreds of dollars for these account takeovers. I'm actually really into terms and conditions. Like I'm one of those weird guys because okay, yeah, took me to the same page that I was at. Thank you. Good call. So I was on the right one. But yeah, I got banned from Apex Legends a couple years ago. Um no one ever believes me when I say this, but my account legitimately got hacked and I wasn't playing for like 3-4 days. I was gone. And when I came back and logged in, my friends list was deleted. And I was like, that's weird. And then I went to go play with my friends. I re-added them, went to go play with them, and it said I had been banned, and I didn't know what was going on. So I reached out to EA and everything, and I had to go through their terms and to find out like what are my options because they wouldn't say anything. They're like, nope, you're banned. We won't tell you why. It's like this doesn't. Why won't you tell me why? You just banned me and won't tell me why. And through Googling, I learned like a common thing when an account is hacked, they'll delete your friends list so that your friends don't say, "Hey, are you on right now?" Right? Um, so, anyways, I learned that the only way to get my account back would be to go through arbitration, which has been a lot of the terms of service that when you sign up for games, they'll say like, "Oh yeah, uh, you can dispute any of these discrepancies through arbitration." Um, what probably would have happened if I went with arbitration, and they probably would have been like, "All right, cool, here's your account back." Like, they don't care. It's more expensive for them to pay their lawyer to go meet with me in arbitration than it is for them to just give me my account back. Um, But I am such a like my brain works in such a weird way that when I wanted to file for arbitration, because I was gonna do it, I was so intimidated by the fact that my arbitration request letter might not be like the correct format or anything, and I was like, so I just got too scared and anxious about it, and I backed away from doing it. But I really wanted to get that account back because I had put a lot of money into that account. I was really upset, but it is what it is. I mean, the one thing that comes to mind right away when I look at it, and I'm not trying to argue. Like this is, I hate this about me and the way my brain works because I get so interested in this stuff, and it, but like I get in trouble. I get in trouble with my wife all the time about this because um she'll say something and I could just let it be, right? Like, and but I'll sit there and be like, I don't think that's right, and I have to look it up. It was more of a problem with my ex-wife than my current wife, but I'm always, because of my history with my ex, I'm always like super super hyper aware of the fact that I do this. So I'm always like apologizing to my wife ahead of time. I was like, "Hey, I believe you, but I just want to look." You know, like shit, I don't care. But yeah, for me, access another user's account without permission, but if they're giving me permission, I can access their account seemingly. That is an interesting one. Here, I'm gonna put these up. Why not? That one's interesting. I can't believe they're allowed to put that in there. I think it's a good thing, but obviously they can't check that, right? I don't know. That one's a strange one, but have an account user be previously been removed. This one I thought was interesting. So you're not allowed to have an account if you've ever been banned. The no refunds thing is interesting too. Yes, the use of third-party tools is not allowed, but they have given HH and FERB the permission to make their third-party tools. Yeah. Yeah, peanut butter, right? I've created so many accounts using a false identity. Like I said, it's a fine line. What's the thing about terms of service like this when it is that they can use it to their to like for example with me getting banned from Apex, right? They can pick and choose when they want to do that or who they want to do that to, you know what I'm saying? Technically, yes, RSL Helper and the Optimizer are both against the terms of service. However, both content creators are in constant communication with Plarium, ensuring that their programs do not do anything that Plarium doesn't want them to do. For example, Vodka brought up to me that the previous iteration of RSL Helper would track your Mercy even if you didn't update it. Like, for example, if I turned off RSL Helper and pulled 10 shards and turned RSL Helper back on, this would still say 74. The old version would look into the code and calculate my Mercy based on that. This is literally just a tracker that reacts. It's no different than if I just wrote it down on a piece of paper, which is why they allow it that way, but they don't allow it in the way where you dive into the code because me as a normal user can't do that, right? Yeah. It's I used to use anybody here play Hearthstone before? When I don't even remember what the program is called anymore because I haven't played in so many years, but the one time I hit Legend, um there was a I think it's just Heart HS tracker or something like that, but um it was literally allowed by Blizzard because it didn't do anything that you couldn't do with a pen and paper, right? Like if you were sitting there playing and you saw them play a card and you wrote it down, and they played a card and you wrote it down, and so you would know how many copies of that card they have in their deck left, right? Um, so it didn't do anything beyond that. It just helped you keep track of what cards you've played and what cards they've played, and that was allowed. So a lot of people used it. HS deck tracker, I think it's called. And then there was also an arena mod that you could use where it would give you their ratings on cards in the arena. So as long as it's not something that you couldn't do yourself with, normal means. And that makes the game a lot better. Farm campaign overnight for the champ training tourney and realized I've completed dungeon divers for the prism shard. It did use nearly all your gems. I mean, grats on the prism shard. I am sorry that it used all your gems, but I mean, it could be worth it. Who knows, right? But hey, Kenzie, I want to talk to you about real quick. There is a trick here that you can do. Now, you may have already pulled them, which is fine, but if you leave, and this is for everybody, and I'll probably put this in a video today. If you leave the prism crystals unclaimed in the dungeon divers until after the summon pool is over, you will retain those 35 prism crystals for next uh, summon pool. And the reason that I say that is on my free to play, that would benefit me because on my free to play, I'm really heavy in skinwalkers, and theoretically, unconfirmed, but in theory, the next summon pool for prisms will be for the Skinwalkers faction Unity champion. And I have, on my free to play, I have a very deep Skinwalkers faction. So it would be really good for me to get a faction Unity champion. Do you guys think, because the faction Unity champions are arbitrarily hidden behind these limitations. Do you think after all the faction unity champions come out for every faction, they'll open them up in the normal gems or normal shards? Absolutely, Kenzie. I just wanted to make sure you were aware. I learned about it last night, so I'm telling everybody. I'll be curious to see what the faction unity champion for dwarf or shadowkin are going to be like. Yeah, it'll be man, a dwarf one would be really good for me theoretically. I mean, obviously it could be bad, right? But I just hope it's a good summon pool next time. But I might be playing myself. Yeah, dwarves for newts, shadowkin for Mikage plus any DPS. Yeah, doubtful that they would open it up. They'll stay exclusive. So they'll just say stay Prism only. Like I get why they did it for the Monster Hunter stuff, but oh, for real? I didn't realize we're getting a new rotation. All right. I've got lazy on my main. If I ever get the chance to whale for Teox, I might. Not pulling your 7 mortals. Oh, yeah. On the main account? Yeah, I'm not going to pull them. I don't think they'd get me any further in the tournament. I'd rather save them up for the next one. You guys need to stop doing this to me. I need references because you say stuff in chat. Someone said the other day we're not getting any new free login legendaries. By the way, there's no information to confirm that. And then I've got Vodka in here saying new faction October, November. Where are you getting this from? I need the receipts. You kids, your brain. Okay. I'm really curious to see what the new faction is going to be. My bet is on something aquatic based. I don't know why I have such a feeling that it would be steampunk. I'm sure I'll get Lydia before the new faction comes out. Eventually, I only need to do Demon Spawn and Shadowkin, and I've recently pulled Duchess Infused Mikage. Yeah. Vodka has foresight into Raid's future. Coven of the Magi. Sometimes my comments make me mad. So I got this comment. I I got pretty lucky with my prismic shards and pulled Wallmaster or Thorian or whatever his name is. I just don't know if he's worth building. Yes, he is so worth building. Great champion. We seen it years ago. It's gonna be big into magic. Working title, Coven of the Magi. Symbol, Iaboris. Will likely be Egyptian based. I wonder if they'll ever take a raid creator and put them into the game, similar with how they put Ninja in the game. I think they already no, they put the two create content creators they put in the game were not raid specific content creators. Mythic was gonna go for Ninja Soul as I was first. Now there's two guys battling it out with 30k points. I'm gonna just get Lego book. Why are you pulling it now, Kenzie? Wait till tomorrow. Kenzie, wait till tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow. Maybe a part of the new faction, Justin. Wait for the champ chase. Another Ashma, wow. But good luck either way. It does overlap. You could just look at the... So tomorrow, right? One day, 18 hours. That means at this time tomorrow, there will be 18 hours left on the summon pool. And tomorrow is champion chase. I'm sorry. They probably said they weren't sure. But it 100% does. Also, even if it didn't, that's the thing. It's the easiest risk to take in the world, because even if it didn't overlap, it pulls the shards automatically for you, so you don't miss out on anything. Oh yeah, you'll be fine. It's just one of those like min-max things that those of us freak out about. So there's another chain of comments that was going on in here. It looks like I don't think my reply went through. But they're talking about how it's boring to run multi-battles overnight in Raid Shadow Legends. And I'm like, then don't play Raid. Like, I feel like Raid Shadow Legends isn't the right game for you then, right? Am I wrong about that? You want to see my proof of the faction? I wish I still had the game data, but there was some cool ass champion never added before. I have to get that again. Currently though, in the champ training tourney, I got 20k points and second pumped out 12k last night. So hoping they used everything and can't do anything else. Dude, any idea when the buff for Lady of Ireth will go live? I check the chick every day and she's the same. Yeah, no, it'll be a patch day. My guess is when the fusion's over. So, actually, no, it'll probably be next week, because if I'm correct and they introduce the faction unity champion next week, that's going to be a big patch. And that would be the same patch where they do buffs and add champions. So when they added Teox, right? When they added him, Didn't they do the buffs for the other two champions as well at that time? I feel like that's when they do like a big patch a month and they add champions and they do the buffs. Let's get this key in before my clan decides to kill hard. Two minutes of siege to finally get done calculating. Oh, perfect. Hopefully when clan... Well, I won't be able to watch it on this account, so... Let's go ahead and do this stuff. Intercept buff was in the game in 2022. Like, in the code, but it hadn't been given to a champion yet. Rosin says, been pushing the champion training right now. First place with 18k points, but my brew's all gone. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's a tough feeling for sure. That should be all my Dungeon Divers points. I need to make sure this is turned off. Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't know how many gems. That wasn't that many gems. Sweet. Okay, that's not right. What the hell happened? Oh, that was Dungeon Divers. My bad, my bad. Yeah. That I did the Fire Night tournament. Yep. Okay. Cool. Oh, dude, it's so insane, man. It's so insane. I did an entire Fire Night tournament and I'm only 1650. How much energy did I spend? What was the required? So this was 2250. And that's it equals 1650 in Dungeon Divers. It's so gross. We drew. That's dumb. Pair. Are we going to get an influx of florins, or is this literally all the florins we have? Am I on the free to play? Okay, that's why. Oh, get out of there. Sorry, hold on. Let me get caught up on chat. Monkey can steal Stone Skin? Yes. 50% chance. I still don't know who Natasha is. I'd immunity and shield a good is immunity and shield a good set. In some situations. I think immunity is less valuable now with the good stuff from Siege. What happened with the Siege Tide? We did tie. Zort says, hi, Roadblock. I've been trying to get my hands on War Maiden for 2 days and still haven't gotten her yet. How long did it take you to get War Maiden? On this account, it took me a day or two, maybe a day and a half. Yeah, we tied, Nick. I hate this tied part. They should at least distribute the victory chest in half to both clans. I got like 110 florins. Okay, that's good. How did we end up tied? We had 75 points worth of undefeated buildings more than them. Going to take years to get enough florins to recover from this. Make players move away from those choke points. You want specific player teams in. Grr. What's the priority to repair? Cookie, I don't know. Priority repair would be the defense tower 5 is the priority. Defense tower 5 and the 2 magic towers are priority. In fact, let me do this. Because that's a good point. Honestly, I don't think we need to repair the stronghold. Because we can still place defenses, and I'm not activating the stronghold. So let's not repair the stronghold for now. If we're really going to be this starved for florins. I don't understand why the mana shrines need to be repaired, by the way. Explain that to me. They don't give a bonus. We can still place teams in there. What is the benefit of repairing them? I don't know who Natasha is either. That's cool stuff. No, do not repair the stronghold first, freak. No, so listen. So this is what weak. There's no bonus that I can set for a mana shrine. So there's no reason to repair those. And I don't use the stronghold bonus. So I don't think repairing the stronghold is actually worth it. I want War Maiden, but I also need to put energy on artifacts and the progress missions. What should I do? If you have priorities, you have priorities. Like, you remember, we're about to pull shards this weekend. You could get a decreased defense champion from there. You could get a War Maiden from there, from the Ancients. So I would say you're a day out from pulling Ancients. Forget about War Maiden and do progression where you need to progress. All right, yeah, thanks, Freak. I wonder how many florins my main account got. $150. Good news is we have a deep cache, which I like. Remember, you're donating to repair, not to upgrade. Yeah, so repairing the stronghold last week was a mistake. We shouldn't have done it, and now I've learned that. Because if I'm not at... See, the only thing repairing does is allow me to use bonuses. That's it. And there's no bonuses on mana shrines. We shouldn't be repairing these. This is stupid. And they don't tell you that. So we spent 2,000 last week repairing this mana shrine last week for nothing, for literally no value. And I apologize. That's on me, guys. That's on me. But they need to give us more florins. This is stupid. I love this game mode. I want to see it succeed, but they're making it bad. No, that's not true. Read the text on the chest. Are awarded if your clan earns the most victory medal and destroys the enemy stronghold. It says nothing about defending your stronghold. Nothing. All you have to do is outscore them and destroy their stronghold. That's it. If we apply stronghold bonuses, yeah, but I'm never going to do that. They're too expensive mana-wise. Given how few florins we get, it's not worth it to repair the mana shrines at all. Because I'm no longer going to repair the stronghold. There's no point. Feel free to clip it.
Who is declared the victor? To stand triumphant over your rival, you need to fulfill 2 conditions: capture their stronghold and earn more victory medals than them. If you achieve both, congratulations, you're the winner. If you're unable to complete one or both of these objectives, it's mission failed. You will also earn or lose victory points based on individual battles that were won, and you will also earn one or both. You will also...
If both strongholds remain standing, neither clan wins. But if you both kill each other's strongholds, as long as you score more victory points, you win. It's in the video right there. Sorry. I'm agitated because I'm mad about... I'm sorry. I'm mad about Clan Siege, and I'm looking at for something else to be angry about. Do you want me to Sorry, peanut butter. Is there a rule when free artifact removal days are, like every month on a specific day? Yes. Umel. So, I'm gonna say approximately because I don't know for sure, but halfway through the Cursed City rotation, they do the free days, the free gear removal days. It's intended to allow people to move their gear around for City of Centranos progression. It's okay, Freak. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry that I got so animated about it because I'm such a freaking know-it-all. So I'm so sorry. But I want to make it clear because I don't want people to see our stronghold die and then give up. Because that would be bad, right? So, yeah. And it's very, man, the number of times the number of times I've watched a video and been convinced of something and told everybody that I'm right, and then I go back and watch the video and I'm like, okay, so I was wrong. You know, like, it happens to the best of us. It's not a problem. I'm not upset about it at all. Just attaboy, red light. I like it. Yeah, I just get heated about that stuff. No worries, Freak. Totally fine. All right, let's move on. Oh yeah, what is post 15? Telerian, corrupted. Dang, we might have a hard time holding post 15. Red light, would you be willing to move your corrupted team to post 15 this week? You'll get refunded your mana orbs and everything if you take the team out. Because, yeah, they never took your post this week. They saw Ancora Narces and were like, I'm out. Alright. I can do Curse City to get some energy. Oh no, I didn't collect my... Damn. My timing's off now. Speed and resistance? Nah. Not on that piece. Hey, let's go. Speed, accuracy, and resistance. 5 stars. With flat HP. Oh. Yeah, no, it was me because I was looking in it a second ago. It'll just take 2 minutes to clear up. I'm sorry about that, Red. I just noticed that the same limitation you were using in stage 11 was the same one there. And your team went undefeated this week, so I would rather have your team in the more important stage. You're going to get 2 bonuses from the mana towers if we get them repaired. So yeah, I'll be done streaming in about half hour, okay? Wait, did Harima do all that? Yes. And an accuracy substat. Let's go. Wish they were 6-star, but I'll take it. Actually, it's got speed on it. I'll roll it. Wish it had crit rate and crit damage, but speed on the Merciless Boots I will keep. Let's go, dude. It's very rare I get to keep all 4 pieces. Stop. What's up, Sponte? How you doing? Amo, I answered your question, right? Regarding when the free stuff is. Okay. Dude, I got so heated about that Clan Siege thing. I'm having friggin' flashbacks to when that guy quit the clan. Like, I'm like, you remember those like butterflies you get in your stomach when you realize your parents caught you doing something really bad? I don't know why I'm getting that like fluttering in my chest. I feel really bad about how heated I got over something so silly. I hate I love Clan Siege. I want it to be good, but I also hate it so much right now. The flooring things is a problem. Let's go, dude. Do you have enough Lizardmen for Teox to get full value? So you get the block revive. but not the damage boost. But I think he's probably fine without that, right? Oh, 1,000% freak. That it's been a problem since the first siege that we're losing too many attack battles. But keep in mind, the rerolls don't matter. The reroll losses don't matter. It's the original battle loss that matters. Sorry. If the reroll wins, it doesn't matter. But if they lose the original battle and all the rerolls, the problem with losing the rerolls, or the problem with using rerolls, period, is that you are then taking your top champions off the board and can't win somewhere else. So, for example, I don't know if I can even access it right now. I can't. But there was a fight in the Stronghold where I think Mards took them on and used 2 rerolls. So that's 12 iterations of champions that might not be used elsewhere. And then I was able to come in and beat that team with 1 attack. So my question was, is this enough? Do you not care about the 4 faction unity part? So you're gonna get the block revive, but you don't get the damage boost, right? But that's fine. Honestly, Freak, I think it's gonna be a problem that we're gonna have, and the reason being, that we have a few people that struggle to win stuff. All right. Do we think I can farm consistently on stage 10? Let's find out. Could go with Sugar. I'm not saying you have to. I was just curious. I mean, you know your roster better than me. I just noticed that that he doesn't get this part. But you may not need that, right? Like he may do enough damage without it. And the block revive is all you need. And you don't care about being immune to sheep, right? So I don't know. I don't have Teox, so I can't speak to it. If I got Teox, I would have gone hard on Ramontu though. Yeah, the immunity to sheep. I do care. I felt really bad. So we had someone quit the clan. And I feel less bad now because I think they've gone so far as to put negative comments on my videos. But I really felt bad that I let my emotions get the better of me. Yep, being behind the curve in PvP is why I'm looking to see what gets pulled during 2x, then letting Roebuck loose in my account to recommend the team and builds ready for next siege. You still need Ramontu. Yeah, if I got Teox, I'd have gone hard on Ramontu because he'd be really good when paired up with Teox. Okay, hold up. I need to focus for a second. What we need to do as a clan is learn how to go second teams going. Because a lot of our losses were because we lost the speed battle. And I feel like so many people are like, I went into battles this rotation where I was like, I'm not going to win that speed battle. And I just put in my go second team. So, yeah, I completely agree that it's a video game. I will say that I'm just, I don't know. For me, and this is just my opinion, would you tell somebody that was upset they lost, like, would you tell a professional football player or basketball player, or, oh, it's just a game, you know? Um, it doesn't matter what your passion is and what your you know that's fair, that there is the monetary part of it, but freak, I completely agree. I think people need to have a better under it's a hard thing to teach. It's a hard thing to learn. It happened to me. It happened to me. I'm responsible for two of our losses, I on my free to play account, I went in against a team and I wanted to win the speed battle. I think I explained this in my video that I put out for the clan, right? I went in, I wanted to win the speed battle. I lost that speed battle, but I used my Sun Wukong, and therefore I did not have a go second team for to go against it. And I would have beat them because I used my Death Knight in my rebattle against them, and they couldn't kill my death. They could eventually, but they struggled to kill my Death Knight. My Sun Wukong would have revived and killed their whole team. So that would have been the better strategy had I used it. Now that's one of the reasons why I pushed really hard, and I have Georgia now leveled up. He's not booked, but he's mastered. He's geared. We even came up with an interesting gear concept late last night. So check this out, guys. Um, so if I put this preset on him, um, which it would be this. Uh, so it's kind of crazy, right? Because it's all cruel gear, which means I don't get to do true damage, but I get a butt ton more of attack, almost 6k attack, for a little bit of speed. Like, we're a little bit slower. No, you're right. If you compare this to another sport, I think it's fine to be passionate about your hobbies. I get upset when people say that sometimes. When people say, like, I'm passionate about this. I'm allowed to enjoy it at the level that I want to enjoy it. You know what I mean? I think anybody's allowed to enjoy it at the level they want to enjoy it. But I agree that my comparison was inaccurate. I fully agree with that. I fully agree my comparison is inaccurate. They make millions of dollars. If they miss a tackle, they could get cut, and now they're not making anything, right? And now they're a car salesman in South Dakota, right? Like, that's, I get that. That's an unfair comparison. So I relate to that. Let me get caught up on chat. You should see how serious some people play this game. If you never take anything serious, what will you ever take serious? This game can be just about using your brain, and we want to do that. Yeah, same goes for me. I try to find a reasonable low player power to beat. Yep. I'm a very competitive person who gets emotional when losing, and it's always been like that. And just because I'm playing a game doesn't mean I won't get emotional. That's kind of what I'm saying here. Yeah, that's just me personally. Yeah, but people have different passions, big, although objectively it won't impact their life in a meaningful way. People have their own things they're passionate about. I mean, I agree with you regarding you shouldn't take it that deep, but if people do, then who am I to say otherwise? Yeah, great, great, great thought. It's different to be passionate. This is literally for fun. I just don't like to lose, even if I know I'm going to. It's just a bad habit. Yeah. Some people have more money than others. I do take these games seriously, and it is fun. I play hella hours. Yeah. It's. I think we're all having different conversations right now, right? I think we all agree that this game is fun and something we want to be passionate about. I think we all agree there. But I think there is a difference between, to be clear, I don't know if you were here, Big Beast, but what ended up happening, like what I ended up, like all I did was on live look at the team that they were fighting, and I was like, no, no, why are you doing that? Don't do that. Exit out. Stop, stop, stop. That's all I did. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't, oh my God, this guy. That's not what it was. I was just like, what are we, in the moment freaking out because I saw something doing something wrong. That's all it was. And no, I never kicked him. No, 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 no. They were watching me live and they said, calm down, it's just a game, right? And they were upset because I was calling them out in front of my chat. So they quit the clan at the end of Clan Siege. And so I still feel bad about that because my clan is all about, and it still is all about helping people to get better. And he was an active person in our Discord that wanted to get better. That was a big deal. Like that was something that I like. I'm about to kick somebody, but this person is getting kicked because they don't talk in chat, they don't talk in Discord, they have zero communication with the clan. They got randomly, when you run a clan and you advertise, you get this button. It's the promote button, right? I'm sorry, I have to do it on my main account. Okay, so I cannot consistently farm stage 10, by the way, guys. Not yet. I'll have to up my speeds, I think. But anyways, when you go to recruit for a clan, all you get to do in-game is click this promote clan button. And that doesn't do that. So the people that it offers to me could be great at the game. They could be bad at the game. I have no information. I can set minimum player power, but when I do that, nobody applies, right? So I'm trying to fill slots. So basically, the person that's going to get kicked is active in the clan. They play every day, which is great, but they don't communicate with us. And they are taking on fights that they shouldn't take on. Their roster seems weak. So this person is probably going to get removed from a clan. However, I'm not going to do so until I communicate with my leadership core that they agree with my sentiments. Yeah, I don't think I've ever kicked anyone from the clan just because they were bad. I've kicked people that didn't communicate, that weren't active in Discord, but that's it. And that's because this is a clan, this is a teaching clan. That's the whole point of it. We have people in here from all different player power levels, right? The highest, I think, is we've got 14.9 player power. I won't count my free to play, all the way down to 1.8 player power, right? Or even, 500k player power. And so as long as you're communicating and you're hopping in Discord and asking, hey, how do I get better, which the majority of them do, I will take you on and we will help you and we will teach you how to get better, and you'll get new champions, you'll do fusions. Hammer's a great example. I think Hammer has had more fun. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but it seems like he's having more fun playing this game now than he ever did before. So Yeah, like this person that I keep talking about in our battle, we had we had empty rooms, and I was like spamming chat with, oh, you can't see it, but like I was spamming chat with like all caps, like trying to get their name. I whispered them in Discord. Nothing. Nothing. No response. Because I was trying to get them a win in an empty room, you know? Dude, the problem for me, I hate losing so much. That's why I don't play games like Elden Ring and those extremely challenging Souls-like games. I don't play them because I will break things straight up. I'll never forget I played like an N64 boxing game. I can't remember what it was. And I would twist that controller, throw it across the room. I remember my mom being like, and it was a rental game, and she was like, "We're taking that back to Blockbuster tomorrow." And I'm like, "Okay, I think that's a good idea." I will tell you what, I will definitely consider playing and streaming Elden Ring, but I'm gonna put it behind a monetary goal. I'm not gonna lie. Like the only way you guys can convince me to play Elden Ring is if there's like I would put it behind like a membership goal or something. Hang on. I don't know what's Man, I need to buy a better one of these. Um that's something that I would need people to sign up. Because you're asking me to, like, that's like asking me to put on a dress, you know, like something that I just do not feel comfortable doing. I don't feel comfortable playing Elden Ring or a Souls type of game in general. And now you're gonna ask me to play it for the first time in front of people. You gotta give me something for that. I can't do that one for free. It's not that I don't want to play it. It's it's the it's more so doing it in front of a live audience that's going to. Oh yeah, we talked about that last night, freak. My man, it feels weird every time I say that. I feel like I'm insulting you, but I know I'm not. It's it's like when you say it quick. But yeah, we talked about that last night. My viewership, I used to be looking at it and like hoping for 20, and now we're about 30, and now then we were about 30, and now we're about 35. The streams are doing really well. People are hanging out a lot, and it's crazy. I don't even do content anymore. All I really do is talk to you guys, which is fun. I would love to be in a position where I could play Elden Ring for you guys on stream on camera, but I do think because it's something I don't want to do, I would, put it behind like, oh, if we hit 50 members or something, you know what I mean? And I'll be honest with you because that's just who I am. It's also something that you guys want. So it's a way for me to monetize your wants into helping me be a full-time content creator. I talked about this last night on stream. Um I'm at a point right now where I have to convince my wife. Like, we had a conversation, like, what would be the dollar amount per month that I would be comfortable making via streaming that we could, you know, live off of, right? And there's definitely an amount, there's definitely a goal there, but it's not even if I told, so this is my plan, and you know, I'm a strategic thinker, so I try to come at it from a strategic point of view. So if I'm working and streaming at the same time, right? Meaning I'm working a normal, whether it's part-time or full-time job, and I'm streaming. All the money I make from streaming is going into a separate account. I don't put it in my checking account. I don't spend any of the money that you guys give me because I'm not going to touch it until I pay the taxes on it, because the taxes don't come out. I have to pay those when I file my taxes, right? So let's say I make $5,000 this year off streaming. I'm not going to see a dime of that until the beginning, at the end, after tax time, right? So, sorry, I was catching up on chat there. So, what I told my wife is that let's say I get to a point where I'm making enough per month that we feel like that's sufficient. I'm still going to continue working for that first year until tax time of that income, and then we'd live off that income, and so each year I'd be living a year behind what I actually make, because I don't want to have to get to the end of the year and get hit with a huge tax bill that we can't afford. So it's just easier to live a year behind. I have not been officially contacted about the podcast as of yet. Should they contact me, I would absolutely love to do a podcast, but they have not officially contacted me. I appreciate you reach out actively and make sure you hear everyone's opinions. Another thing is you're willing to accept when you're wrong. Oh, yeah, I'm wrong all the time. Are you going to do that? Oh, yeah, sorry, I read that one. Sam Kenzie, although eventually stream's going to get so big that it'll be easy to get lost in the chaos. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that. So, oh, God, this is so, it's so, okay. When I was making content and working my full-time job, during downtime, people would ask me, "Hey, how's your YouTube thing going?" Right? And I'd be like, "Oh yeah, 900 subscribers. We're almost to 1,000." And you guys remember when I made, most of you remember when I made the big push to 1,000, to 1,000 subscribers, right? And now we're at 1,300 and then some. It does feel like it's growing at a very quick rate, but at the end of the day, with all due respect to the game, it's a Raid Shadow Legends channel. And I don't think that that's gonna, you know, I'm not gonna turn into Ninja. You know what I mean? And I think that's a good thing, to be clear. I think that is a good thing. I don't want to be making millions of dollars streaming. I have no interest in that. What I want to do is hang out with people and be able to play video games. Do I want to play only Raid Shadow Legends? Not really, if I'm being honest. So I think in the future, there may be streams of other games, you know? But I also have to do what's best for the channel. And if everybody coming here to watch me as a Raid Shadow Legends player, they may not want to watch me play XCOM or Stellaris or Warhammer Total War, you know? Hell, I could, you know, you guys are talking in chat wanting me to play Elden Ring. I might pull Elden Ring up right now, and then my viewership goes to the 6 people that commented they want it, but the other 30 say, "Oh, this isn't Raid Shadow Legends," you know? So it's a really fine balance that I'm going to have to figure out at some point. My plan If we hit 5,000 subscribers, I will probably make a second channel called, or I don't know what I'd call it, but I do know what I would call it, but I don't want to say the name of it because you guys will go steal the YouTube channel. But yeah, it'll be a regular channel where I play regular or play different games that are not Raid Shadow Legends. I'll be the new Farrakhan. I'll be the legendary version of Farrakhan. Let's do it. Y'all can't see this. Hold up. I Beast, I appreciate you saying that. I really, really do. However, at the end of the day, you don't speak for the channel, and I will also point everybody to this post, this poll. That's not gonna work that way. Let's do this. Yeah, new tab, community. Would you be interested in watching me play different games on this channel? It would not affect my daily raid content. 46% yes, but 54% no. And then if I made a new channel for non-Raid Shadow Legends content, would you watch that channel? Only 35% of people said yes. So it's hard to make that leap. But eventually I hope to be able to do it. But I don't ever want to stop making Raid Shadow Legends content because I really do love the game. But it's a polarizing game at the end of the day. Dang it, peanut butter. I was excited. I was gonna set a goal. I was gonna set, hey, if we get 50 memberships, I'll play Elden Ring on stream. It was 2 months ago, to be fair. You're right, Kenzie. 46% is still 25 people. That's more than you think. You will also grow your audience by doing more versatile streams. That's true. That is true. I'm not opposed to doing it. I'm not. I really am not. We'll see what the future holds, right? The big thing for me is trying to okay, so I know I talk a lot of you guys aren't here for the night streams. So I realize I'm repeating myself for many of the people that hear the night stream stuff, but there are two different audiences there. So I'm not disabled. You saw me just stand up, right? But I am technically a disabled veteran. I do get a check every month from the VA. This for those of you that are not American, that's Veterans Affairs. So I was in the military and I get money from uh, Veterans Affairs every month. It's not enough to like make a living off of, but it's enough to supplement a risky venture like streaming. That's a big problem for streamers, right? They make their money, is you're trying to plan a living, you're trying to plan your mortgage, your car payment, your insurance, all that stuff around a variable income, right? It can what if, streamers are afraid to go on vacation because when they do, their subs go down, 20%, right? So, but yeah, my point is that I have that baseline freedom that I think that gives me uh an edge when it comes to content creation because I'm able to, always just depend on that base income and everything else is kind of extra. That's why I'm able to do what I did this summer and do full-time content creation even though I only made $150 this month. Um, I'm not really losing anything because I didn't have to pay for childcare for my daughter this summer. So That's how we. This was not, by the way. Someone said like a comment that I love was "Good luck with the divorce." My wife was on board with this. It was her idea. Like she wanted me to stay home with the kids this summer. But my point is that with that luxury, with that baseline, I don't need 1,000 members. You know what I mean? I just need to make a moderate amount of income, what I would make working retail part time, to be able to do full time streaming. That's all I'm looking to do. You're being completely serious about Elden Ring? I mean, serious. This is an honest question, Kenzie, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot here. Serious enough to become a member? Thank you for your service. Yeah, I don't think Fateless will be the next raid, or even better than, if I'm being honest, but one can pray. Yeah, no, but don't sully my hope. Fateless looks more like the dungeon game L80 and Ash promotes. Air of, yeah, Dragonair. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not gonna, you never know what's gonna happen, right? Games rise and fall, they come and they go. Everybody gets hyped about something new, and then what was it? A couple months ago, everyone was playing Power World, and then 2 weeks later, everyone was playing Helldivers, and now those games have stabilized and people have, moved on to the next big thing. I def consider about becoming a member eventually. I think I'd like to watch for a little while longer. Yeah, no pressure, no pressure. It was me trying to understand my audience better. Because I'm down to make a membership goal to play Elden Ring. I'm definitely down to do that. So things I've thought about: night streams might become non-raid stuff. And then, but the last time I did a non-raid stream, I bet you I can find it in my content. Now this was a while ago. I haven't tested it, but I did a stream for celebrating 1,000 subscribers and 15 people. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I redid it. Okay, yeah. So I did an Overwatch stream, and that got 58 views total. Not concurrent views, but total. And the two streams before that were 300 and 280 respectively for the same amount of time streamed. So it's tough. It's tough to make those leaps. It's tough to convince yourself that well, I gotta head off to head. Guys, fun hanging out here. Yeah, always fun hanging out with you, Peanut Butter. Night stream called Roadblock After Dark. Yeah. See ya, bro. Bed. Gotcha. Bye bye, second time. That'd be a great idea for the night streams. Roadblock After Dark. The funny thing is that video is also not fully monetized because the guys that I play Overwatch with don't use the best language. So, I mean, to be fair, some of my streams have me dropping bad words and they're not getting flagged. So, I've been dropping F bombs more lately than I have um in a while. But we never know, right? I mean, the fact that I'm consistently keeping 35 live viewers, I mean, even just a couple months ago, that would have been 10. So we're definitely growing, and I'm very excited about it. And I tell my wife every day, you know, we talk every day about how excited I am. Okay, Beast. I'll read this, but I don't like where this is going. Well, I can tell you this, sitting here talking about it isn't going to make it happen. We need to see you gaming. I watch a lot of streams, have friends that do it for a true living, and it boils down to enjoying the person who is streaming, but got to play the games that people like to be seen played also. Yeah, but we're about to end stream. That's why I stopped. I think trying to involve yourself in more of the mainstream raid stuff with collabs, etc., would be greatly beneficial to your growth. I want to do that. Uh, we might be getting on a podcast soon. Playing Elden Ring needs to be something you want, not something you are pressured into. Elden Ring is something beyond any other game. I agree with that, but I want to play it. But I want to play it for the right reasons. Consistency is king. I agree, Demon King. I'm doing my best to stay consistent. In your vids, you need to say like and sub because it truly works on. Yeah, I did an experiment on that, Kenzie. I did an experiment where I all my videos for a whole month. I didn't say like and subscribe at the end, and my subscriber count, if you look at like the overall trend, there was a big dip there. So it was just an experiment, you know. I wanted to see. Um, is there a night stream today? Yes, Savante. I'm doing an account takeover tonight. You're the most consistent content creator by far. Well, I appreciate that, Savante. No. I know that. Just saying in general, being able to balance talking to chat but also playing the game while doing it is the hardest thing for me. I can't do it. Tried to be a streamer, it's not easy. Yeah, it's not. Raid makes it easier. I used to try and stream shooter games, and you can't read chat while you're doing shooter games, and not to mention like shooter games are rage inducing. So you have that bad fight or you miss that shot. That's where Shoot 'em Kevin came from, by the way. So that Shoot 'em Kevin, we were playing Apex and I had a wingman and I shot at this guy and I missed him. He was not looking at me. He was looking to his left and I went miss, 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 miss. And my friend that was dead just yelled with that accent. He goes, "Shoot him, Kevin." And I died laughing. And it became a thing that we just always say now. And so I had him record it for me. And that became my intro sound. So yeah, I played ranked Apex. I never got out of gold. So, but yeah, playing shooter games is hard because I'm so focused I can't look at chat, you know? But okay, well, the bottom line is you guys ask and you will receive. So maybe not 50 memberships, but I'm willing to play Elden Ring for memberships, and I'm also willing to play non-raid games in the future. Now, I'm going back to work in a couple weeks. This is my sign off. We're going to end here. I am going back to work in a couple of weeks. When that happens, I don't know what happens to my stream schedule, but I got them to take my full-time job, and it's going to be a part-time job. So hopefully I'll be able to continue streaming. Content creation will not stop. The streaming is the part that may be iffy, but I want to keep doing it because you guys are showing up. So the best thing to do right now, keep showing up, keep liking, keep commenting, all the good things you do to support content creators that you like. And it's going to make this decision harder or potentially easier when the time comes. The other big thing in my wife is still military. She's active duty. We are going to be getting orders sometime in the next couple of months, we suspect. When that happens and I move, I won't be working during that time. So I'll probably be able to like double down and try to like soup up the streaming and see if we can crack into the better numbers and that I don't have to go back to work. So, my highest in Apex was Masters, but stopped playing eventually. Well, Kenzie, you're welcome to carry me if you want to someday in Apex. But I am going to end stream here. I do have to make my lovely daughter her dinner. She also wants me to look at the fort she just built. So I've got to go do that. But I do appreciate you guys so much for watching, hanging out with me today. This has been fun. I will be streaming tonight, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. We are doing an account takeover, so that will be very involved. Looking forward to that. But as always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you tonight. All right, guys? Take care.